miss.
Hi. That's a curious piece. It's not every day you see a wishing horn.
It's all right, love. Just a bit of fun, eh?
Barrel of laughs. I don't know a lot about horns, but that doesn't look right. I think there's a piece missing. Hi, my name's Sam. Can I bother you for a minute?
I doubt that you could bother me, a nice-looking girl like you. But I'm all ears if you want to try.
Do you know the Daedalus Club? Is this pub in one of their riddles?
Daedalus Club? I couldn't tell you a thing about that, lass.
Can you tell me about the pub? Curious name, the Windy Dog.
Well, you see, it was named after the digestive problems of the original owner's pet.
Ha ha.
No, I'm just joshing you. It was named for a ship, you know. The founder was a retired sea captain.
Cute gimmick with that horn. Do many tourists fall for it?
Do you mean the wishing horn? 'Tisn't a gimmick. The horn was on the captain's boat. It was blown at any sign of danger. See, the captain still haunts this place. And if you blow the horn, his spirit will come to you. And if you speak your wish, he might just grant it.
Like I said, cute. Not very sanitary, though.
Not a bit of it. I soak the mouthpiece in 100 proof all day. Cleanest damned spot in all of England.
Is there something missing from the horn, like a mouthpiece?
I told you I soaked it in 100 proof all day, didn't I? Here you be.
Gee, thanks.
Told you she wasn't stupid.
That a girl. The captain was sure to hear that. Go on.
I want a piece of gold.
Piece of gold? What the hell is that? If it's money you want, ask for £100. Crikey.
Whatever happened to love? That's what I'd like to know. Thought you looked the type. There's your piece of gold, and a little something extra.
Thanks.
My pleasure. Good luck.
The postcard says the trial of Archbishop Cranmer of Christ Church Cathedral. He's really into that game. I guess a church could be a place where souls choose their fate.
And so the cathedral was... Yes, may I help you? You're a little early for the guided tour, but if I can be of assistance...
Oh no, I'm not really visiting for now. I'm not with a guided tour anyway.
Really? Maybe you could help me then. Ask me some questions about the cathedral, like you're a tourist.
Well, I guess I can. And what can you tell me about these stained glass windows?
There are many stained glass windows in the cathedral, and we have one of the few specimens of flaming heart angels in Western England, just right here.
Anything else special about the cathedral?
The cathedral was the smallest in the United Kingdom until 1905, when the previous parish churches became cathedrals on their own. Birmingham took the title then, and nowadays it's Derby Cathedral.
So what about this altar over there?
It's almost as old as the cathedral itself, and it features a triptych where some say Judas the Betrayer appears. It is rather unlikely, but this theory is based upon the fact that this character has a small purse attached to his belt.
How old is the cathedral?
Henry VIII officially opened it in 1546 under the name of Ecclesia Christi Cathedralis Oxoniensis.
So I guess you've done pretty well.
Really? Oh, thank you, miss.
There's something under there. I wonder what this does. I did not expect that. It's a baptism pool. It's another piece of the ideogram. And that's it. Now if I can just solve this rebus, I should be able to finish the game.
Congratulations on mastering the game. Here is your reward.
Wow, this is amazing. I solved my first Daedalus Club riddle. How cool is that?
The head lab rat has arrived.
You call us rats one more time and I'll castrate you.
Lambs.
What?
We're lambs, not rats.
The Lambs Club.
What's that supposed to mean?
I like it. It's better than rats. Brilliant, darling.
Oh, fine, the Lambs Club. But what about Styles? What about the mad scientist who's sucking our brains dry?
He's doing no such thing.
Yeah, well, he's weird enough to do it.
Come on, Harvey. He's not your punchline. People are always afraid of what they don't understand. Are you so perfect and popular that you can point the finger of weirdness at David Styles? Are any of you? The man has been through hell. His wife was killed right in front of him in an accident. He himself was badly burned. And he must have gone through God knows how many skin grafts. But he's not mentally damaged. Or even weird. I heard it myself from an expert who's seen Dr. Styles' medical reports. There's nothing wrong with him. He just likes his privacy. And can you blame him when everyone is so vicious? As for me, if I hear one more person pass on that lame gossip, I'm going to personally stuff it back down their throats.
So you don't believe the gossip, then?
Who told you about Styles' medical reports?
Mr. Headley.
I never believed anything bad about Dr. Styles.
The man can do what he likes as far as I'm concerned. My family is legendary for eccentrics. My grandmama liked to get naked on the roof and wave to planes. Well, who doesn't? But what about the track?
I've seen the plan for the experiment myself. It's routine. Even the department head approved it. The prank at the track is completely unrelated. Dr. Styles is perfectly normal.
System in America. Hundreds of thousands of children in the U.S. are wards of the state, farmed out to private homes, and sometimes home after home after home. The foster family is paid a stipend, leading some families to take in physical abuse and even child labor law infringements.
I don't need a towel. What the hell is that? Lovely. Mrs. Dalton has it serviced twice a year. I don't touch it.
morning.
Morning.
Tea and toast? Want it in the lab as usual?
Not yet. I'll eat later.
You need to eat, David.
Later, Stella.
As you say.
What is that piece of junk metal out by the garage?
You mean the bike? I saw that. I assumed it belongs to Sam. It's broken down from what I can tell. That explains the state she arrived in.
It's a bloody eyesore.
Well, since no one ever comes to Dread Hill House, no one will ever see it, will they?
Have you noticed anything unusual in the house lately?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Signs of a break-in or intruder, or just the presence of someone else in the house.
No. No, of course not.
You have seen something in the house. What is it?
I never said.
You're acting strange.
Now that's the pig calling the cow fat.
I want you to tell me.
I don't care to talk about it.
Please, Nana. Please tell me. It's important.
You only call me Nana when you want your way. Only ever did.
Please.
All right. It was 2 days ago. I was making your bed. I thought I saw a woman in the mirror on the dresser.
A woman?
It was just for a moment. And when I turned, no one was there. It was my imagination playing tricks, and no wonder with how quiet things are in this house.
It was Laura, wasn't it? The woman you saw in the bedroom mirror.
We're not going to start talking about ghosts in this house. It's not healthy, and it isn't fair to Laura's memory. Do you hear me, David Stiles?
All right. Relax. Is that girl lurking about?
You mean Sam? She went over to the university.
Good. Oh, a fat lot of good that does to my files.
So, what do you think of her?
Who?
Sam, of course. You are a bear this morning. She seems an independent sort to me. A go-getter.
Miss Everett certainly has initiative.
She's not been any trouble to you, has she?
Trouble? That girl has it stamped on her forehead in letters a mile high. Not that I can't deal with a chit like that.
Well, I hope she works out. That lab is in a state and a half, and I've got enough to deal with caring for the rest of this old monster.
So you've told me. Did the university say anything when they sent her over?
Not particularly. Funny, I thought they said they were sending a medical student, but I told them that wasn't necessary and they must have changed their minds.
She's not a medical student. You'd think they'd have got that right at least.
I know. That's why I think they must have sent someone else. Do you want me to call them?
Doesn't matter now. You appear to be stuck with Miss Everett. Don't get too attached to the girl, Stella. I don't intend to keep her long.
What do you mean?
What I said. I needed someone to sort some things out for me and help with this new experiment. It's very short term.
But you can't just hire the poor girl and send her packing within the month.
I don't see anything poor about Miss Everett.
That shows how much you know about girls. She obviously hasn't got a pot to you-know-what in, or anyone much to care would be my guess. You should have seen the state of her clothes when she arrived, like she's been wearing them for a year. She must be on one of those low-income scholarships, don't you think?
None of my business. The point is, I don't care to have a stranger in the house. The quicker it's done, the better.
Now, don't go upsetting yourself. I just thought it might be healthy to have someone else in the house.
Stella?
I won't say another word on the subject.
Listen, ring the repair shop in town and have them collect that bike. Tell them to do whatever they must to fix the ugly thing.
Why, David? That's generous of you.
Can't have the girl getting stuck here, can I? A gold star for Miss Everett. The doorbell is ringing. Who can it be?
Oh, Dr. Styles, there's a package for you. Shall I take it down to the basement?
I'll get it. Thank you, Stella. That must be my dialogue generator. There's been a presence in the house. There's been a presence in the house.
I've decided to try to keep Laura with me. For years, I've researched the possibility that consciousness, or mind, is not the same thing as the physical brain. Since Laura's funeral, I swear, I have felt her presence. I've decided to spend several hours a day in the isolation tank, visualizing Laura. I don't know what will be the outcome, except probably to indulge my own grief. But if any of her energy remains, then by giving it attention and focus, maybe I can lengthen its influence. Since work no longer interests me, I've decided to make this my work. I will log the results. I've been spending 2 hours a day in the tank. The results have varied. Sometimes I'm convinced I feel Laura's presence. Other times, I'm not able to get past my doubts. I still believe Laura is here. I do. Bergson, the philosopher, believed we choose our own reality. If nothing else, I have done that. I'm having new equipment designed that should boost my sessions in the tank. That is all. Laura would be 33 today. Happy birthday, Laura.
Happy birthday, darling. Something strange has been happening. There have been several incidents that indicate a presence in the house. The presence of Laura. It sounds insane, I know, but there have been undeniable physical phenomena. Is it possible that through my sessions in the tank, I've given Laura the energy to manifest? I plan to keep a careful record of events as they unfold, and there might be something in the field of psi research that could help. I'll look into it. Laura's presence in the house has continued. I've decided to begin a new experiment to study the effects of imagination. I'll use students as subjects and my fMRI. My hope is to record data on the areas of the brain involved in detailed visualizations. Perhaps using biofeedback, I can train myself to stimulate the same area in my own brain and thus increase the power of my sessions in the tank. This may, in turn, give more energy to Laura. Laura always preferred dry reds in the evening, but that's all I can say for certain. She's not here now, but I'm sure Mrs. Dalton saw Laura. Mrs. Dalton. Dr. Ramuskin invented these letter rolls. A random number generator controls the letters, so hypothetically one can create messages using only the mind. I should take another look at the instructions in Ramuskin's book before I put this thing together. Good. Now I can get started. Dr. Ramuskin invented these letter rolls. It seems to be correct. There, that's got it. The dialogue generator is set correctly. I'm hoping Laura will be able to use it to communicate. The dialogue generator... The dialogue... It's working. Come on, Laura, talk to me. I'm not sure what Laura's trying to say, if that is indeed Laura. I'm not sure what Laura's trying to say, if that is indeed Laura. I'm not sure what Laura's trying to say, if that is... The dialogue generator is set correct. I am. Maybe I'm trying to come through? I'm not sure what Laura's... The dialogue generator... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll do a session in the tank today, but first I want to collect items from around the house to help me strengthen my memories of Laura. She hated me for taking this one, but I couldn't help it. She looked so radiant with joy. Laura and me. She looks wonderful in this one. That was taken on our honeymoon. We spent it in the Loire Valley in France. That's the gîte rural we lived in, near Saint-Benoît-le-Forêt. Laura and me at the Assam Reserve, India. Laura at our lake cottage. I wanted to rebuild the memory of a night we went swimming there. I'll take this for a visual cue. I can't look at that dress without remembering how Laura looked in it. She was radiant in white. These are my clothes. Nothing to remember from that. I remember this sweater. She looked great in it. But she never wore it at the cottage. She wasn't wearing that on the night I have in mind. She wore it while on holiday, yes, but not at the cottage. I remember this. I'm not getting anything from that. This is Laura's bathrobe. She wasn't wearing it that night at the cottage, but her swimsuit should be around here somewhere. Those are mine. I know the smell, but it's not bringing anything up. I think I remember what we were playing that night. Now I just have to locate it. Laura loved to work at the dining room table, and she had to have music while she worked. I haven't listened to it since she left. Various CD albums. Nothing that I would have listened to that night. The Vivaldi collection. No, I don't think it was Vivaldi. The Scarlet Furies. Yes, that's the one we were listening to at the lake. That's far too many bottles. I'll have to narrow it down further. There are still too many bottles. I don't think that region is quite right. Terrific. That narrows it down to 3 bottles. I can easily taste that many. I think... yes, this is it. I should be able to find a few more items in the house to strengthen my memory. I'm not ready for the tank session yet. I need to find an auditory sensory item. We must have been listening to music that night. The Scarlet Furies. Yeah, the Scarlet Furies. That's one we were listening to at the lake.
Brightened eyes, my secrets lie not far away. His medals many have I answered plea. My general now will often.
You still haven't told me what we're doing for my birthday tomorrow. I hope you haven't planned anything epic or embarrassing.
It's your birthday tomorrow? Slipped my mind.
Mm-hmm. As if you'd miss any opportunity to be devious.
His weary head, he lays his body down to rest.
That's not right. Those are basic scents that I can infuse in the machine. Pine, vanilla, and sandalwood. But I need something more specific, so I should use the funnel. Those are but I need some... That's not right. That's not right. the CD tray is opened. The CD is loaded. The shampoo is loaded in the scent filter. The shampoo is loaded in the scent filter. Everything's set. I'm ready.
Bright and eyes, my secrets lie not far away. His medals and his badges are all dull by day. Many have I an answered plea, my general
You still haven't told me what we're doing for my birthday tomorrow. I hope you haven't planned anything epic or embarrassing.
It's your birthday tomorrow? Slipped my mind.
Mm-hmm. As if you'd miss any opportunity to be devious. Speaking of which, Dad says he'll be joining us for a few days in Venice at Christmas. Won't that be marvelous? I'm glad you talked me into it. It should be so lovely with all the decorations and the ceremonies in the cathedrals. Blue tiles. Blue tiles. Check the cars, David. Check the cars, David.
Blue tiles. And yes, there is something odd about this photo. I need to examine this more closely.
David, can I get you something?
No, I'm fine. Simon's business card with his phone number. It's a business card from Inspector Pazer of the Oxford Police Department. He was the investigator on the accident.
Hello?
Inspector, it's David Stiles. You worked on my case. Car crash in Oxford.
Oh, Dr. Stiles. I remember. Your wife. Terrible accident.
Yes. Look, I know it was a long time ago, and this is a strange question. Was there anything unusual about the cars? The car that hit us, perhaps, or just anything you remember?
Hang on a sec. Looking at the file. Listen, what made you call and ask me about it now?
I thought I remembered hearing something. It's been bothering me.
I don't remember ever telling you. You were in the hospital and, well, anyway, there was something a bit off. The car that hit you, the gas pedal was fused to the floor, actually melted into it. Thing is, that car didn't burn and crash. Not a bit of it. It might explain him running through that give way sign, except how the driver got from his home 5 miles away to that junction with a gas pedal in that condition is a mystery to me. Dr. Stiles?
Thank you. You're right. Very curious.
If there's anything else I can...
I'll be in touch. Do you have something to say to me, Miss Everett?
No.
Turn that thing off, please.
Dr. Stiles, are you sure it's safe after what happened last night?
Safe? Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Even know. Why should Dr. Stiles concern himself with fraternity pranks? I still feel as nervous as a virgin on prom night.
Settle down. I'm not paying you to chitter-chatter. Lie back and close your eyes. Relax. Sink into the bed. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Tonight, you're at the swimming pool at St. Edmund. Your eyes are closed and you're standing on the rough cement surface next to the pool. You grip and relax your bare feet. Your toes can feel all the tiny bumps and smooth paint of the cement. You smell the chlorine in the air and feel dampness on your skin. When you open your eyes, you will see a pleasant illumination from the lamps reflecting off the water.
Get out! Get out!
Sam! Sam!
Something's happened. Get up, come on.
What? What are you doing in my room? A few seconds earlier and you'd have caught me dressing.
Sorry, I'll wait in the hall.